But we begin with President Trump signing the COVID-19 relief bill to avoid a government shutdown. Trump still made clear, though, that he opposes much of what's in the bill, and he's demanding more money be sent directly to Americans. White House correspondent Rachel Scott has the latest.
Overnight, President Trump changing course again, finally signing the $2.3 trillion spending and stimulus relief bill with just 24 hours to go until a government shutdown. The president's reversal came after he held on to the bill for nearly a week, letting unemployment benefits run dry for millions, while for days he blasted the deal his own team helped negotiate.
It really is a disgrace.
But under pressure from lawmakers, he suddenly decided to move forward, getting relief into the hands of Americans like Amanda Drennan, who lost her job of 16 years back in March.
I worry and I care about myself and my family. We need COVID relief so bad.
The package includes $600 checks for Americans who earn less than $75,000 a year, plus enhanced unemployment benefits and funding for small businesses and vaccine distribution. In a statement, the president still insisting he wants more money going to the American people in the form of $2,000 checks per adult. Democrats in the House are expected to rally behind a measure today to boost those direct payments.
The American people want $2,000. They need it, given the economic crisis.
But that likely won't stand a chance for Republicans in the Senate. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell making no such commitment in his statement overnight, saying only the president's leadership has prevented a government shutdown at a time when our nation could not have afforded one.
And even after all of the delay and the demands from the president, nothing in that bill changed. And Democrats say that the president's 6-day-long delay will have consequences for millions of Americans who are out of work. They are warning that those unemployment benefits could take weeks before they are restarted again, Diane.
And Rachel, the House is now expected to pass a bill for those $2,000 checks. But what are the chances that passes the Senate?
Very unlikely at this point. We have not heard from really any Republican senators or any leadership there on the Senate that want to support $2,000 checks for Americans. This is something that Democrats were pushing for months. It passed back in the House months ago. They're going to try and do it again. It's likely to get through. But Republicans would not budge on the overall price tag of the bill. They wanted to keep spending down, which is why you saw those stimulus checks for $600. So it's very unlikely that Republicans are going to get that through in the Senate, even though the president is still demanding it.
And Rachel, for the checks that did pass, these $600 checks, when can people expect to actually have them in their hands?
Yeah, and all of this is really unclear this morning. We've heard from so many Americans who are just really waiting for those stimulus checks because they're waiting to see how they're going to be able to pay their rent in the next couple of weeks. So here's what we know. We know that the last time around when this bill was initially passed in Congress, the Secretary of Treasury, Steve Mnuchin, said that those checks could go out before the end of the year. But then you had the president come and make all these demands last minute and have this 6-day-long delay. And so now there's a question on just how soon those checks are going to go out to the American people. We also know from the very first coronavirus stimulus package that was done earlier this spring that it did take a little bit of time for those checks to reach the American people, so they may have to hold off for just a little while longer. Diane.
All right, Rachel Scott in D.C. for us. Thanks, Rachel.
Thanks.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.